Nigerians have been guaranteed the generation, transmission, and distribution of an average of 5,000 megawatts of electricity daily from July the 1st. This was disclosed by Sanusi Garba, chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, who also said that participants in the value chain will be penalized if they do not meet up with their obligations. Arise business analyst Chika Mbonu joins us now to discuss further. Chika, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine.
Election season, eh?
Election season. You saw that breaking news there. Yeah. That's very interesting. What do you make? NERC is saying that we might get improved power supply by July 1st. Should we be hopeful?
Nigeria.
What?
Wait, if you...
But Chika, why are you laughing? It sounds like you're not hopeful.
Well, yeah, because... Okay, let me put on a serious face.
Oh, yes.
If you go through do a little research in the last maybe even 20, 30 years, you will hear the same line that NEC has given. Nigeria will have power by this, Nigeria will have power by this. I keep saying that the late Bola Ige was the Minister for Power, at the early part of the President Obasanjo administration, I think on the first Nigerian Economic Summit, he was there to give his speech, and I think he said that within 2 years of that government, power will, go to, Nigerians will have power, like just NEC has, said that was 1999. And look at where we are now, how many years after. There are fundamental issues that need to be sorted out. And even with the 5,000 megawatts you talked about, that's even like, again, the lowest of the lowest.
Right.
Because we can do that. We can actually do that. A lot of reports, no matter what it says, the installed capacity of the GENCOs is 13,000 megawatts. The ability to produce is about 7,600 megawatts. The capacity of the transmission from the GENCOs move transmission is about 800 megawatts, and then move to the discos,
right,
and then to our houses. So you will find that the 5,000 megawatts falls within the level of the capacity of the network you can carry, with so many provisos. The GENCOs have to have what? Gas to produce. Now, why are GENCOs not having gas? Apart from the fact that we don't have enough gas capacity, producing capacity in the country, as I thought about, I think yesterday or so.
Yep.
The other issue is that the GENCOs are owing a lot of the gas producers so much money, so much areas, because the value chain who's supposed to liquefy everybody is with the discos.
Right.
Now, the discos are not collecting enough money. So, GENCOs, you see, power is not something you produce and don't put on a shelf.
Right. Correct.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Understand that? I mean, if it's rice production, if you produce rice, nobody's buying it. You can put it on a shelf. When there's time, you will sell it. But power is not like that.
Right.
As you produce it, you must pass on to transmission. Transmission should be able to take it, pass on to discos. Discos should be able to pass it on. So, anyone that is not done is what? Wasted.
Right.
And the expenditure would have been done by the GENCOs to produce it. That's why power is a bit different. And so, yes, they made a lot of promise. He's made a commitment. What I'm saying is that this commitment of 500 megawatts is doable. Now, he said everybody has, signed on to it.
Yeah.
That's the GENCOs. Let's hope that they'll get the gas to produce.
Yep.
Pass on to the transmission company. Let's hope that, they will not have national collapse.
Yeah.
And then the transmission company will pass on to discos. Let's make sure the discos will not reject and said they don't have capacity to pass on to distributors. So everybody in the chain will do their part. 500 megawatts, when Egypt is talking about 500 megawatts, is a pretense. But that's where we are.
Indeed. Chika, I want to get your thoughts on diesel, the possibility of diesel reaching 1,000 to 1,005. When
the Russia-Ukraine war started, I told you in this program, I told our viewers in the program that these prices will not drop until the price of crude also drops. For your information, diesel is deregulated.
Right.
It means we'll buy it at the price on the international market, lands it in Nigeria, and whatever the landed cost is, people will add their margins and sell it. Now, if you are bringing something to Nigeria now, you know the major issue is what? Exchange rates.
Yeah.
Now, every other thing that you're buying, whether it's your flight ticket, whether it's food in your house or whatever, you know the prices have moved to the roof because it's dollar. It's dollar. You know, so don't be surprised. Therefore, when the crude prices not a betting hanging on there, the $120 per barrel, the major input into refining process that produces a diesel hanging there. That means international price of crude will still be very high, and exchange rates will still very high. Landed costs here will still be very high, and the number of importing it we are limited. So what do you expect? And then the other issues, logistic issues on the ground, what are they? They limit the add to that landed cost in moving the diesel to last miles. So don't be surprised if this happens. But I mean, it's very scary. Well, I hope it doesn't happen, because as I said, until the oil prices, crude oil prices, are bet and come down to the $70 per barrel, we'll still have this kind of price of diesel. The same thing with aviation fuel.
Right.
You also concurrently, where diesel are crying, you also know the aviation people are also crying, because you saw the news that the AON said that within the next 2 or 3 weeks, 3 airlines are going to shut down. I know the airlines. I know already what's happening out there.
Wow.
So that's the truth.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing that's affecting everybody. The derivatives of the product of the processing of crude oil include aviation fuel, include diesel. Why PMS is not affected? Petrol is why.
The subsidy.
The almighty subsidy, which is killing us.
Yes.
I hope we'll survive it. Because getting worse and worse.
All right, Business Analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, it's always a pleasure having you to discuss these issues. Thank you so much for joining us.